Okay, Coach. Well, the holiday rush, that's in full swing in nearby Manhattan, but we've got football here 8 miles west at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Jets.
Let's go, let's go! Here we go. 8, read. Delta. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Slam, and go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
3 down. Hey, check, yep. 3 down.
From the gun, Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Incomplete. A gain on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
Set up. 60 or. I'm here all day.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2 times. 3.
Now Joe Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Clifford, and that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Man, I got you.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
45.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ready up. Let's go, Mike 50. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. On first down, Clifford. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Back to throw. Clifford. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Love. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Looking to throw. Love. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Love. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
The 36-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw. Clifford. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Three receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
Watch tight end, tight end's right. Box trap. You got 3, 3 down.
2nd and 3. Herndon's got it complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Exit. Hey, check. Mike 50. Yes. Let's go, D. Mike's 50. Go.
Operating from the gun. Love. Looking left side, and he's got it in. That's Lamb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. From back at the 2, here's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
If you enter the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Nice 7, let's go. 50's the money. 50's the money. It's been a long day for you.
On first and 10, Love. Going right side here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 45-yard line.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on second and 5. Second and 5. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's trash. Hey, 50 the mic. Me and you all day.
To throw on third down. Love. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Back to throw. Clifford, quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off play action. Clifford. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Clifford. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught at the 20. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the side. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To Mixon on the check down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14, and they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Gay's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Mixon. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Look at me. Go.
Again, it's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Let's go.
Mixon with a first down carry. A gain of 3, second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Operating from the gun, Clifford. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. Get up.
From the gun, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. He's crossing. He's checking crowd top. Set, go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Check, check. Rock it, rock it.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 35. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 35-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. He'll pitch him. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's get it.
Ready? 30 base.
Line 50. In base.
Leo, be good.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
Operating from the gun. Clifford. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused him.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here we go, 50. Mike, 50. Hard. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you. You got tight. You go.
To throw again. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Come on here, come get some. Here,
From the gun, Love. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
It's our time, guys. You're out. Let's get off the field. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Yep. Box track. On the block, on the ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. Exit.
On 4th down, Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
I know he ain't got it. Check. Lucky.
You draw forfeits. Hey, Delta. On the ball, fire.
On 1st down, Clifford. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Clifford finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Recon, 132 fighter.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 13 yards out. as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Operating from the gun. Love. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the gun. Love. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st and 10, Love caught here by Bell. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And his throw is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On 4th down, Love. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
22 Jet Bombers, 22 Jet Bombers.
Operating from the gun, Clifford. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Not totally home front. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Be careful.
Now a handoff looking right. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Ready?
Squeeze. Shoot.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 15. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Tampa Bay, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.